can't stop.
Hello, this is Casey Deidrick from my hotel room in Toronto. It's great to be here. Thanks so much for having me, Noah. Well, when I first read the script, I saw a lot of similarities in Colton. You know, I think Colton was a very much relatable character for me, and he's a character with a lot of demons, which explains why he is the way he is. And I think Tosca and I both had our own versions of what Colton was, and we kind of molded them together, you know, and I learned a lot from Tosca, and I learned a lot from Olivia as well. And I think anytime you get to open your heart up in front of a camera and just let go, you know, I think that always feeds the soul. So I really, really, really enjoyed playing Colton.
Jealous, sweetheart?
Don't bet on it.
Oh, well, lucky for you, I'm a gambling man. Let's make a wager. I bet by the end of the night, I have a date with you.
Not a chance in hell, Ace.
Well, you see about 2 hours of Riley and Colton making out, so there's that. I think this journey is about two very broken people who live their life through fear. And when they meet each other, they're so drawn to each other. But Colton is a person that's not used to being told no to. And I think once she wants nothing to do with him, I think that only makes him want her more. You know, it intrigues him. And, you know, he realizes that she's not like other women that he's used to being with. And so she challenges him in such a way that he's never been challenged before. And, you know, I think over the course of this series, you see them light each other's darkness up. And you get to see why these characters are in so much pain, and at the same time, why they're so passionate with each other. Do I think Driven and 50 Shades of Grey are similar? Yeah, I do. I do see a lot of similarities, but at the same time, it's, you know, it's a different story. It's different characters, it's different circumstances, you know, characters' backgrounds are different. You know, and what I love about Driven is that it does focus a lot more on childhood trauma. And I do think, you know, we are in a society that doesn't talk much about childhood trauma or necessarily address it as something that helps shape who we are as people. And I think that's something that we need to talk more about.
You have an annoying habit of running away from me, Riley.
What is it to you?
Is that guy? Is that who you want to be with?
Why do you care? If I recall correctly, you were pretty occupied with a blonde on your arm.
Raquel? She's inconsequential.
Inconsequential. Is that what I would be to you after you me? Inconsequential.
The moment that stands out the most to me is when the audience sees Colton's true colors in the end. You know, for the whole series, you see Colton for the most part, very under control with his emotions and suppressing a lot of feelings. And then when he's in his triggered state, you get to see who he really is. And you know, and it was so heartbreaking for me because it, you know, it hits very close to home, and it was a very, very painful scene for me to live through. And you know, and I am so thankful that Tosca trusted me enough with that scene, and I want to thank Olivia for going through that with me. It was the scariest scene I've ever done, and I think the most difficult for me. And so I think that was definitely the most memorable. And and I just hope that, to anyone watching that, who, if you went through something similar or going through something similar, I feel your pain, and, I just felt like I had an obligation to tell the truth. And so, yeah, that's the most memorable for me.